today's video slash sermon is going to be sermon number 6. You see what I'm saying? And today is going to be a deep topic, so let's get into it. So basically, I want to talk about like Hollywood and the industry and stuff like that, right? But it's like different shit in the industry. So if you know me, you know my work. So if you've been following me on this channel, this is my backup channel. I've been listening for the last like year or so. I've been saying that I'm locked out of my main channel. You see what I'm saying? I'm locked out of my main channel. I'm locked out of my main channel. That's why you haven't seen me upload on my main channel. They got all my subs and stuff because I'm locked out of it. So a lot of people, like they not finding my content, they're not finding my videos. They're like, "What's going on? Is Joey okay?" Shit, I'm maintaining shit. I'm still alive, so that's probably like the best thing I can say. Like, no matter what the circumstances, if you still alive, then shit, you know what I'm saying. You still got another chance to change the outcome. You know what I'm saying. But that's a whole different story, though. But this video, I'm saying this to say that hopefully this actually gets out there because I'm about to drop some powerful information on you. And yeah, so like with this Hollywood industry shit that's coming out, like with the Diddy shit and that other dude, what's the folks' name? Sam Casco, whatever the fuck dude name is. His dad is the huge Hollywood producer. He got caught dumping the bodies and shit in the garbage can on some stupid shit. So all these people is just crazy. All this shit is connected to Hollywood. But dude, the dude, I gotta get his name. It's Sam McCaskill or Sam, some shit like that. But the dude who got caught dumping the bodies, dude, 9 out of 10 gotta be a Hollywood whacker. He gotta be. He gotta be. And if you don't know what a Hollywood whacker is, basically what that is, it's like when, like for example, let's say like if you don't like your contract and shit, and you wanna, you know what I'm saying, you wanna talk to your label about it, and they said, nah, we not changing your contract, and you keep arguing about it, and you keep, you know what I'm saying, bringing it up, they will eventually have you killed and replaced. That's where the Hollywood whackers come in. And if you want an idea or a reference on what I'm talking about, go watch this movie called The Deadpool. Not Marvel Deadpool, not him, but the Deadpool with starring what's folks' name? Damn, what's folks' name? Damn, what? I just right there at the tip of my tongue. Pause. But damn, what the fuck is folks' name? I can't even think of his name. It's gonna come to me probably later in this video. But fuck. But anyway, I did a video about it. It's my most popular video on my main channel. And the Deadpool. Oh yeah, Clint Eastwood. That's his name. That's his name. I knew that shit was gonna come to me. Clint Eastwood. He stars in this movie, and he talking about the same shit that I'm talking about right now in this topic about the Hollywood whackers, the shit that's going on with the Diddy shit and all this sodomite shit, all this D-Lumite or whatever the fuck you call it, all that bullshit, right? They talk about it in this movie. This movie came out, I want to say in 1988. I might be wrong though. I got to go back and do my research and check. But the movie is an old school movie. It's a deep ass movie. You know what I'm saying? Probably one of the best movies, the best roles that he played in. You see what I'm saying? And yeah, man, it tells a lot, but it's true. So basically, I think dude was a Hollywood whacker that got caught. Why is that important? Why is that significant? Check this out. So if you've been paying attention recently to the industry with all these up and coming artists, a lot of these artists have been dying mysteriously. And I know, like I say, with all this conspiracy shit that's coming out here, the government is putting this shit out here and allowing trolls and paying trolls and crisis actors and shit to put this information out, which is disinformation. So when real information like this comes out, or from somebody else, you know what I mean, that drops some real information, your mind gonna be boggled and you're gonna be confused because all your life you've been told this. Just like all our lives, we've been told that P. Diddy had something to do with Tupac being killed. I mean, I was born in 1995, and it depends on who you was raised by too. But that's why I used to hear that a lot growing up. That P. Diddy had something to do with Biggie and Tupac death. You see what I'm saying? Come on, motherfuckers ain't just saying that just to say that, especially if you're paying attention and your eyes is open. You see what I'm saying? So if you really think about this, these artists is not just dying mysteriously like that. Like these people either got some type of life insurance policy on them from the label, which is true because a lot of labels do that just in case something happened to you. You know, even by accident, like you can just be minding your business and it could be an actual hater trying to take you out. It might not even have to be no Hollywood whackers. It can actually be motherfuckers trying to really use you. You see what I'm saying? So they can have, I don't know, life insurance. I don't know, but how this shit is just happening, it's just weird. Like for example, with the FYB J Main situation. Thank God J Main's still alive, but this could have been a blood sacrifice for sure. But let's just let's just give you the runaround because the same shit that happened in the FYB J Main situation literally is the same playbook that happens with a lot of these blood sacrifices. I'm gonna give you a list of them. But let's start it out with this, right? So with FYB J Main, you see how they got him. You see what I'm saying? That was a Hollywood whacker move. And if J Man was really lacking and shit like that, and he was still in that car, and them dudes would have came out there. Come on, man. You know a lot of these motherfuckers is crash dummies anyway. They was already probably ready to shoot that motherfucker up. You see what I'm saying? Well, they ain't shoot it up because it really wasn't no need to. You see what I'm saying? But if he was in the car, they most definitely was gonna blick that motherfucker up. You see what I'm saying? And the thing about that is just fucking crazy because it's just like that move, how they did it, how Adam was like, oh, he changed it at the last minute. It was like, oh no, I'm not gonna be there. That's no jumper. He ain't answering his phone. He avoided him. So he ain't had nothing to do with it, but he knew about it. All this type of stuff. That's just, bro. Them just red flags to show you. That's the indication. So and then he wanna act like he don't know what's going on, and then wanna act mind boggled and shit like that. But if you was watching the play earlier with the FYB J Man shit, him just even going to no jumper, um, they was already giving him trouble and shit because he was like, you can't bring the whoop in. But he was just using that terminology as if he couldn't bring his Glock and the no jumper and shit. Cause dude, the security was like, I just feel uncomfortable with you having a gun in here. Cause you know, from J Main being from Chirac and shit, he could just easily up that bitch and smoke them niggas if he really wanted to. You see what I'm saying? But J Main wasn't even on that. He just wanted to have his blick on them just in case motherfuckers try to, you know what I'm saying? Cause if you know anything about no jumper, all that shit is really just all gang affiliated, especially in that part of LA. You see what I'm saying? So that's another reason why he want to have his blick on him. So it was already a strategic setup. Same thing. Let's switch the characters. Same thing with King Von. They did a strategic play on King Von. King Von was in jail when all this shit was going on, when all this music shit was happening, right? Fighting murder cases and beating them. So what I personally think is that King Von was given an ultimatum by Little Dirk and was on some, you know what I mean? We gonna do this music shit. Whether King Von actually knew what was going on, and Lil Durk told him, because I would want to believe that Lil Durk and King Von had the type of relationship with them niggas could have been real with each other when he was like, look, nigga, it's gonna be some shit like this, like, you know, shit, you might get sacrificed. So I don't know. Or he probably just told him, you know, we just gonna do this shit and that shit just happened. Whatever the situation may be, but they did a cold strategic play on King Von, and it was the same Hollywood whacker type behavior because, like I said, at first King Von was in jail. It had nothing to do with this music shit. He get out, he doing this music shit. Now he's around Dirk, he around all this shit, and out of all the shit he been going through in Chicago, all him fighting the ops and all this shit, he get killed on some fluky shit in Atlanta at a nightclub on his album release party. But a week or two before that, they was just harassing this man in the airport, taking pictures of his ID and shit. Just like how them motherfuckers been harassing me here, taking pictures of my ID and shit. You see what I'm saying? But the thing is, they did a cold strategic play on him because King Von had just moved to that location where he was just at. So his motherfucking new address was on that ID, so they knew exactly where he was at. Like, if he had the address of his old house, he probably wouldn't have gave a fuck about that shit. You see what I'm saying? Because that's his old crib. But he just moved there, so it was like them motherfuckers was paying attention. Like they was like watching this man. And then if you pay attention to this, right? Check this out. That white lady that was in the airport with the mask on next to the bald dude, old girl looked just like King Von. I mean, not King Von. She looked just like Little Dirk Lawyer. Real shit. And I remember seeing that shit back in, what was this? Uh, the beginning of like the end of 2020, yeah, like the end of 2020, the beginning of 2021, King Rob, which is now the Tube Don. You know what I'm saying? He was breaking this shit down when he was like he's showing the pictures and shit. He was breaking it down and like, look, old girl is the same girl. And I was just sitting back watching this shit like, damn, that shit was blowing my mind because you could tell when somebody show you some information and it's just like, yeah, whatever. But the shit that King Rob was breaking down, which is now the Tube Don, the shit that he was breaking down back then, it made so much sense that that shit was literally blowing my motherfucking mind. I'm like, this nigga is really surgical. Like, for real, for real. Because when I seen that shit, I say, damn.